Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for joining me this morning. We got what I would call a great stretch of weather on the way. That is, if you like weather that inches from fallish this morning to gradually a touch of summerish by some of the weekend, and then by late next week we might feel like summer. Not hot summer weather, but certainly it may feel a lot warmer than what we have into the area right now. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on. And here we go. Hopefully everybody is on board this morning, can hear me fine. Look at this, just the second day of something new, and I've already almost got it mastered. You know, I think I was born a weather whiz kid. Yeah, that's what it is, since the 4th grade, folks. Hey, good morning, Anna O'Brien in Waterford and Stacy Nag. Grayling this weekend, dry Saturday, very nice. A little showery on Sunday. Carter, you got a beautiful morning in Novi. So here we are, satellite picture. Little deceiving because we do have some low cloudiness around, so we'll call it partly sunny turning mostly sunny for today. Now, you know, we start to look at all the squiggly lines. Sorry about that, that's just the way it is. This is the European model, usually the best model at 3, 4, 5, 6 days out. So, and that's why we tend to use it. So a couple of things to focus on. We've got Hurricane Lee in the Atlantic heading toward Maine and Nova Scotia. And then we have a frontal system off to the west that's going to have a tough time because Lee is kind of acting like a roadblock. So here we go into this afternoon, and it's beautiful. Light winds, sunshine coming out, beautiful. And this is Friday afternoon, and we'll look at this a little closer in just a second. Pick out Michigan, okay? There in that map, I can see Illinois sticks out to me, Indiana, and then of course you know where Michigan does. If you don't know where Michigan is compared to Illinois and Indiana, I can't help you. You're going to need to go back to adult night school and study maps. Stacy Nag thinks I'm the best weather kid. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Owasso. All right, so Friday, good. Saturday, good. Again, closer in just a moment. The hurricane, probably a tropical storm when it makes landfall somewhere up there in maybe Maine or the far eastern part of Canada. Josh Crawfish. Any news on El Nino? Continues to strengthen, and it looks like it will be strong to maybe quite strong by the time we get into winter. All right, so let's continue on here. So we're dry into Saturday. Here's Sunday afternoon and evening, a little on the showery side, closer look coming. Then Monday, probably a touch of a shower here or there, but generally it's a dry forecast. Then Tuesday we start to get into a southwest wind, start to get into a warming trend. Next week, southwest winds start to warm up. This is Thursday, another hurricane out in the Atlantic acting as a roadblock again for our weather. Now we're into Saturday of next week, strong southwesterly wind, and we're into Sunday. So we may have a week all next week of dry, comfortable weather. And you know what you have to do in this kind of weather? You know what you have to do, don't you? You have to get your outside projects done. Because now what do you hear? Tick, tick, tick. The time is ticking, right? So if you've been saying, I want to paint my house, better do it before it gets cold. Next week, next 2 weeks, probably pretty good idea for that. Okay? So let's go to a closer look here, just to give you a good idea for the weekend. All right, so this is today, and you're saying, well, that's just a blank map. That's right. That's because it's very quiet. Hey, good morning, Robert Kinsey. Thanks for watching. And Dwayne Tobias and Eric Latonen. Hopefully I got that one right, Eric. Friday. Beautiful. Work Skipper Friday for sure, my friends. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So, maybe some showers showing up in the UP. Maybe a stray shower in far northern lower. Saturday night, Sunday morning, showers toward Grand Rapids. And then Sunday morning into afternoon, the showers expand. Fairly light, fairly scattered, but probably everybody gets a shower or two Sunday. And then Monday afternoon, maybe some showers back. And then after that, we go back into a southwesterly wind and we start to warm up. How warm? Here it is. Let me get it here for you. Okay, try to get it in perspective. Sorry, up in the Keweenaw Peninsula, you might be hard to get into the temperature map at this moment. All right, so today, 60s to near 70. Tomorrow, 70 to 73. Tomorrow's already Friday? Yikes. What happened? What happened to the week? Right? Hey there, Eric. It's going to be beautiful hot pepper weather coming up. All right, we got a hot pepper grower, Eric Latonen. I've ratcheted it down on the extreme heat. I never made it to the ghost pepper level. I stopped at the habanero level, 10, 15 years ago. Now I'm back down to the jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, and they taste good. What's your pepper? What's your hot pepper? Best tasting, not just hot, but best tasting pepper. All right, this is Saturday, 70 to 75. This is Sunday, upper 60s to low 70s. This is Monday, upper 60s. This is Tuesday, low 70s. This is Wednesday, low 80s. This is Thursday, low 80s. This is Friday, low to mid 80s. This is Saturday, next Saturday, mid 80s. So remember my advice to you folks. Do not take the boat out of the water in the next few days. Wait at least through next weekend, the following weekend. Wait at least through that. Then let's take a look at the weather. And I got a sneaking suspicion you might want to wait another week after that. So we'll just have to see. But do not take the boat out of the water in the next few days. In fact, I'm fixing mine. So if anybody knows how to fix a 25-horse Merc, actually send me an email, mtorriger@mlive.com. Losing power when I give it the accelerator forward, losing power. So I've been tracing through. I replaced the spark plugs. That didn't do it. I just replaced the fuel line, and I've got a water separator filter. We'll see if that does it, because they tell me that as you give it power, the older fuel lines can kind of suck in and close down. I wanted to show you this. This is what is normal, because we got to get a grip on that. So what is normal at this time of the year? September 14th, the historical last 30 years, we've averaged 75 in Ann Arbor, 74 in Grand Rapids, 74 in Saginaw and Flint, 71 in Traverse City. So, we are cooling down, and what I want you to see is that as I step through this, every couple of days we lose some heat, and by the time we get to the end of September, instead of 75 in Ann Arbor, it's an average high of 68, Grand Rapids 67, Saginaw and Flint 67, and Traverse City down to 64. So tick, 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 time is ticking. Hey, I'm going to try this name because it looks like you're a fellow Italian. Let me give it a chance. Let me give it a try, Colleen. Chiaramataro Giuliani. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Okay, now what we're going to look at is we're going to look at a couple extended things here. So you get some extras here. These are what I call weather extras. You know, remember when we used to, back in the 80s and 90s, they used to have a song like, what was the one that they always did? And then they'd play an extended version at the clubs. Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Was that what it was called? And then it would be like, oh, it's continuing to go. So this is the extended version of the morning weather update for you, okay? Just a little bit of guts out into the future. So if you're a weather nerd like I am, don't feel bad. There is help. And we also, show you what's going on way out into the future. So what you're looking at here is you're looking at the European model. Good model again. You're looking at it in the what we call the ensemble mode, where they take about 50 iterations of the European, run them all, and then average them. And what you're looking at is the mid-levels of the atmosphere. Okay, so that can kind of gauge what our weather will be like here at the surface. And what you'll see is over time, over the next 16 days, we've got a warming atmosphere and no cold blobs coming toward us. So here's where we're at now. And the storm system, there's your hurricane, tropical storm Lee heading into the northeast. There's the trough that's going to come through our area on Sunday into Monday. And then you'll see kind of a reconfiguration of the atmosphere. The yellows and the oranges you see show me that the atmosphere is expanded more than normal. The blues show me where the atmosphere is crunched down, compressed more than normal. Compressed atmosphere is a colder than normal atmosphere at the ground. And then the oranges, a more expanded, warmer atmosphere. So if you see the oranges, you can say that we're going to be at least slightly warmer than normal. So we go into next weekend. Remember I told you, don't put the boat away. I'll notice that the upper levels are warmer than normal, and that translates to warmer than normal here at the ground. Now we're into Tuesday, September 26th, and we continue with almost like a southwesterly flow and a warmer than normal atmosphere. Not extremely warm, totally, but warmer than normal. And the Climate Prediction Center's 6 to 10 day forecast. I can't get it all in there for you, but let me try. So here's the 6 to 10 day temperature forecast, warmer than normal. And then here is the 8 to 14 day temperature forecast to September 27th. That's warmer than normal. The 3 to 4 week into October 6th is warmer than normal. There. You got your fill of weather, didn't you? Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Let's see if we got any questions from any folks here. Let's see what we got here. All right. Thank you, Wendy Hargraves. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate the greatest, but more importantly, I appreciate the keep it up, young man. Hey, can I share something with you? Last night at 11:50, 27 years ago, I met my wife. Yeah, that's the day, that's the night that we met. It was Friday the 13th, September 1996. So yeah, we've known each other 27 years, and we actually consider that like a more important anniversary. Well, I don't know. Oh, maybe I just opened my mouth and we consider that an important anniversary because if we didn't meet that night at J.B. Meinberg's in Old Town Saginaw, as they call it. I was working at TV5, night shift, 6 o'clock news, 11 o'clock news. On my way home, I'd usually stop at J.B. Meinberg's. I was a young guy. Have a beer or two. I never drink and drive, so I always kept it to 2 and then waited for an hour or two after I drove home. And there she was. So, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This has been the MLive Morning Weather Update. And you have yourselves a great day. And bye.